Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero here, back for another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. That's right, it's Kane's Wrath time, and I've got another replay here for you today, and this one looks really good. Can't wait to jump into it because we got good players, and it's going to be another 2v2 here. Again, try to stay tuned to my channel. I'm trying to bring more videos. I know I say that a fair bit, but I have a pretty busy career at the moment, and a lot of other things going on the side, but there are some exciting things coming for Kane's Wrath, so stay tuned. But we're going to jump in here. We have Panic Burger, Panic Bart, Burger Pants, whatever you want to call him, with Andy, Andre. These guys pretty much only team with one another. They'll be playing Stephen, Donald, Nashington, and Death Penalty. That's right, Death Sentence. Looks like Cyberstorm and Rockets are going to be observing this game, but this is a replay, so it's not live. I haven't seen what happens. We're going to jump across here. We're on Forest. Again, I like Forest. I like playing on Forest. It is obviously overplayed at the moment. I really wish people would play some of the other maps a little bit more, because the fact of the matter is people are playing on the other maps. They're just not uploading a lot of replays from them. And I think Forest is a little bit hard and done by. So we're going to have a look here. It's Death Sentence is going to be playing as this GDI faction here. He's vanilla GDI, and Stephen, Donald, Nashington is going to be over here as well. He has drawn a GDI faction of some kind, and he's going to be vanilla GDI. So double GDI on Tournament Forest. Not Tournament Forest, Forgotten Forest. It's Fountain. And we have over here, it's going to be Andre playing as Screen Vanilla. He's going for Disintegrators, which a lot of people have been doing lately to try to trick the other people into thinking they're fast legs. Normally they don't build this many, but Andre is actually, Panic is Zocom. And I'm thinking maybe he's going to put these in APCs because he's actually, oh no, hang on a second. Is he going to put these in like, he's going for AP ammo. What are these guys doing? This is next level strategy here. Obviously it's massive cheese, some kind of really big push. I've been trying a few crazy things. Myself and Kimasabi actually went black hand inside flying MRTs, and oh my god, you've got like flying flame tanks basically, and the other dudes got absolutely smashed. But there are some ridiculously crazy combinations you can do, and not a lot of people do them because they don't think about them. It's like you got another faction who can do these kind of things. They will cut off the scout, and there are going to be hammerheads here. A beacon that was placed by Panic, so he's just like, hey, not really worrying about that. So look at that, you can get Disintegrators inside hammerheads. Again, the Disintegrators still have a limited range inside the hammerheads, but I guess they're not expecting it. They've really only got enough for 2 hammerheads. They are going to be going for 3, but the thing is, he's going for AP ammo as well. He's actually going to push, and he has to sell, and that was probably not a good idea because he can't finish the upgrade now. If he finished the upgrade, he could have, and now he's stuck. He can't get the 3rd hammerhead out. Alright, I don't think he should worry about AP ammo, to be honest. I don't think he should worry about it, and this is slowing them down. So Nashington has Crane built as well, which is great for obviously Panic and Andre here. A few too many oh, nice work, Nashington. Nice work. He rallies that one across. Death Sentence is just doing his own thing as well. More harvesters coming out. A beacon comes down here. Panic, yeah, he's beaconing that. So he is going to finish AP ammo as well, which is going to make these guys really tough, actually. That could make a big difference. But the fact of the matter is that Death Sentence and Nashington didn't scout. They did not scout. They have decided not to do so. A beacon is down there by Phoenix, so he's obviously saying, hey buddy, I've got this here. He's going to move the MCV to get better build radius, but he was just deploying it so Death could put his ref down very quickly. Those hammerheads are now moving across the map. They have AP ammo. There's 3 Disintegrator squads. What do they have? Oh man, Nashington and Death Sentence are both just ecoing, and he sees, look at this, Death Sentence sees the airfield. He's like, what is going on here? And he can see now that it is hammerheads. They are making a move on these harvesters, and oh my god, this is going to be so hard to remove. They got Disintegrator squads in there. They got AP ammo. Oh, Nashington is under attack here now. There's battle markers raging down there, but it's probably just scouts, and they are going to be destroying more and more harvesters. Pitbulls coming out now, but the Pitbulls are just going to get focused. They don't have the health to contend with this, and he's actually going to leave this area because more Pitbulls are reinforcing. I guess he doesn't want to lose them. He's going to fly down here. There is a Gunwalker down here, but that is from Andy, so it doesn't really matter. There is a comm center down, so we can expect some turrets to come up very shortly, but the hammerheads can weather a little bit. One is pretty badly damaged. Oh, he's got heroic ones, and he's got ceramic armor. He's got heroic Disintegrator squads with ceramic armor. Another harvester goes down. That is devastating. Little dat range on those guys there shooting at that refinery. Oh my god, they lost so many harvesters. They lost about 5 or 6 harvesters, and that was crippling. I mean, there's no doubt they needed to do a ton of damage with these hammerheads, and they have delivered. Because if they didn't do much damage, they would be so far in trouble right now, but they did a crazy amount of damage, and I'd have to put the advantage now steadily in favor of this team over here. Panic does not have a lot of money, actually. He doesn't even have a ref down. He's on 1 harvester, so maybe I spoke a bit too soon, but these hammerheads now are continuing to cause problems. A lightning spike comes down from Andre, who would probably be expected to carry for a little bit longer. But again, Steve Nashington has been absolutely smashed here. He's managed to recover some of his harvesters, which is a good job. But he still has to worry about those hammerheads. All three are still around. Andre not quite paying attention there. He's not actually harvesting. Hammerheads are now returning. I believe he hasn't lost any yet. And we have a beacon down there. Repair drones coming in. The Seeker tanks are actually withstanding this, and the lightning spike is assisting as well. One Seeker tank goes down. That's not good. He would have liked to have kept that one there. Battle marker raging up here. There's a tripod out already, and there is the heroic disintegrator squad in there. Takes that down, and that is crazy powerful right now. A turret comes down, but this has ceramic armor, and that hammerhead is just duking it out around there. He's taking a fair bit of damage now. He'll have to get out of there. But meanwhile, this attack rages on down here. I don't believe any further units have gone down from our team of Death Sentence here. There's a Harvester very badly damaged, but he's okay. They've held that off. Pitbulls are here, and now Death Sentence is going to be expected to carry Nashington just for a little while, but I mean, Panic is being carried by Andre, right? He's got actually a War Factory down here. Is he still on one Harvester? No, he does have a second Harvester. There is a Hammerhead here. I'm not sure where the other Hammerheads are. I do believe they are still alive. They are still alive, and they're going to be going straight for this power plant again. Not very heavily armored, and he doesn't knock the power down, which is a disappointing for him, I guess. He will just tank this damage here. Now, there's a second turret. He's going to get out of there. He gets the Harvester. Will he pay for it? Oh, that Hammerheader does go down. He does manage to shoot one down. That's important right now. Battle markers raging across the middle here. Mortar is done by Death Sentence, but he's fighting tripods. It's not good, and the tripods will literally pop these guys pretty well. That one's taken a bit of damage, but he's still going to be able to easily destroy the remainder of these pitbulls if they did decide to engage, but they will be pulling back now. AP Ammo Rifle's actually killing some of those guys here, and the Hammerhead is chasing. Does it have the hero ones in it? It does. Oh my god. Doesn't even matter. He would have killed them anyway. But Panic just doing great with these Hammerheads. He's got a second one somewhere, probably getting repairs. He skirts the AA here, and he should be able to come in. Can he get a damaged Harvester? Oh, he takes a swing at it, but no, he gets out of there. He doesn't want to lose that. Again, there's too many pitbulls there. One volley, and that Hammerhead will be down. He's only on 50% of his health. He will be coming over here. They should be able to clean up that build. There's actually a lot of space down here. I never noticed that before. Okay, you can actually drive down there. Normally there's a bug where you can only see about here, but no, you can actually... There's actually a lot of space here. Okay, there you go. But battle markers raging off here now. Mammoth tanks are coming out, so obviously to deal with the tripods, he's expecting tripod spam. He's probably going to go for railguns. Nashington has his tech center too, but I believe it's Firehawks. Yeah, it is Firehawks, so those Hammerheads only have a limited lifespan now, unless Panic wants to get his own Firehawks out to escort them. But probably not going to happen. He got another heroic disintegrator squad in there. Another heroic one. A Firehawk is probably going to respond. Does he have enough missiles though to shoot it down? He does have enough missiles. Unloads the whole round, whole volley on him, but he does take it out. What you can do in those situations is that you can give the Hammerhead the evacuate all order, and it will just literally land straight away. And the second you push that button, it can't be targeted by the Firehawks because it's in landing mode. So I often do that if I have zone raiders in them. If Firehawks rock up, I quickly spam that hotkey, and they'll all just instantly land, and they'll be fine. But Nashington will be losing this MCV now. There's way too many tripods here. Andre is here. These guys are in a lot of trouble. There's some Mammoth tanks here, so both of them appear to be going down the Mammoth tank path, which could be very deadly, because ultimately if the Mammoth tanks get up in a couple of numbers here, they will actually be able to defeat the tripod army. They are better in larger numbers than tripods, just because their damage output is actually a lot higher, especially once railguns is done. There's actually 5 Mammoth tanks here by Death Sentence, and he's got rocket squads to buff it up as well. They're drawing fire, and of course they will deal damage to these tripods as well. He's pushing him back. He's having to run right back to his base. His base is just here, so Death Sentence is just like, okay, I might just chill here and regroup. Firehawks flying in from somewhere. They are from Nashington. They're obviously doing some damage over here somewhere. Bombing something. I'm not sure what they're bombing. They may have got the technology assembler, which, yeah, appears to be missing, so we can assume that was the target. Both sides have railguns now, and Death Sentence has 6 Mammoth tanks, and Nashington has 2, so that's actually a Zone Trooper squad there as well, and that's just all the more the merrier. These guys have ripped apart their Tiberian fields, trying to get as much money as possible, and they will be pushing on this field. And this is the question. Panic hasn't really done anything aside from the Hammerheads, which we've done brilliantly, but aside from that, he really has not made much of a showing at all. There's Disintegrator squads here, but not enough. There is going to be a big engagement. There's going to be Mammoth tanks. The Stasis comes down. The Stasis comes down now, and those Hammerheads, sorry, not the Hammerheads, the Mammoth tanks will be pulling back behind the Stasis, which is a good idea, I think. He should be pulling back behind the Stasis. That is definitely the way to go, and he will be pulling it back. But once that Stasis wears off, he can re-engage. There's a lot of tripods here. Quite a lot of tripods here, actually, so he will be trying to come in now. The Stasis is just about to wear off. Mammoth tanks will be coming in. Mammoth tanks now firing. There's a lot of railgun power here now. Can he do the damage he needs? It's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight, but I think the tripods just have the greater positioning here on the Tiberian field, and they will be dealing a lot of damage. Andre's actually disengaging now. He's turning around, and he's making haste. Buzzer Swarm comes down here. I don't even think any tripods went down, as a tripod just died then, but it didn't really look like he lost too much at all. But Zone Trooper squads are here, causing some damage. A few tripods now starting to go down, but these Mammoth tanks have effectively been beaten here, and they will be pulling back. A lot of Zone Troopers coming down here, though, from Stephen Nashington, and we've seen Zone Troopers been used incredibly effectively. What's happening on... Oh my god, that Hammerhead is still alive. Harvesters are going down. Death Sentence is not liking this one bit. Puts a ref down, doesn't power it. Oh no, there's actually a big base here. Wow, that's quite... Oh, that's actually Panic's base. Panic is here. He is here. These guys are in all sorts of trouble. This attack is still going. These Zone Troopers don't have any upgrades. They probably should have waited for them if he was trying to get any. And Panic is now moving into this base here. Multi-Conyard by the looks of things. And those Firehawks will dispatch that. Double Sonic, but Panic does not have any power for that. So there's actually no Harvesters here anyway. Battle Markers raging. Mammoth tanks trying to re-engage here. There is a lot of rail weaponry. Zone Troopers and Mammoth tanks are going to be super duper powerful against this. But again, they're just not getting the good positioning. The Mammoth tanks are just... He should stop giving them so many move orders, because that causes their turrets to not target properly. They have to keep moving their turrets. The Mammoth tank can actually move its tracks quicker than it can move its turrets. So you don't want to be giving them too many move orders like this. And unfortunately, that has not worked in his favor. He will be losing all the Mammoth tanks, but a lot of tripods will be falling now. There's a lot of Gunwalkers here. The Zone Troopers aren't going to be enjoying that, and they will be able to reclaim this area. There's even simulators rushing out onto the field. Battle Markers down here. What's that? No, it's just selling off towers. Marv is out by Panic, and Death Sentence can't really even attempt to defend this at all. It's just not going to work, and he will be destroying everything they've got here. Everything goes down straight away. Death Sentence and Nashington in all sorts of trouble now, and they have no Tiberium secured aside from their main and their natural, which are now running dry. If they have any more money, they need to put it into one final push, but to be honest, Death Sentence, he's got 2 Mammoth tanks here, some scattered infantry. He doesn't have enough to defeat this force, and I think Panic and Andre will just be taking a victory here. It looks like at this point in the game, I think it's almost time to call it, but yeah, here comes the army now. There's 2 Mammoth tanks here. They have got repairs from the War Factory. You don't even get a shot in that one there. It gets one shot before it goes down, and he will be pushing those guys back more over here. Nashington has some Zone Troopers. Zone Troopers coming out here from Death Sentence, but there's too many Gunwalkers now, and it's not going to be enough. I think maybe they should have gone for a lower tier army. Lots of Predator tanks and infantry would have been probably a better option, I think, here. But again, they do actually have Juggernauts. Nashington has some Juggernauts here. Huss being reclaimed on the top left-hand side. Airfield is going to be under attack momentarily. I'm not sure where the Firehawks are, but it doesn't really matter. Here they come. Oh, they're going to land. Oh, no. 2 of them get destroyed with the landing animation. The other 2 managed not to land and will be moving back. But Nashington has been defeated. He leaves Death Sentence alone, and Death Sentence, unfortunately, not going to be able to fight that. So, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it wasn't really that long a game, but I can't believe that Open really needed to do some serious damage, and it did so. Panic was pretty much out of the game for the rest of that, aside from that push up the top, but I think they lost too many Harvesters, and they really needed to make something happen. Again, the Mammoth tanks are a good idea, but I don't think they should have both gone Mammoth tanks. One of them should have invested in another tech to complement, other than just having lots of Mammoth tanks, because the stasis ripped them apart, and the maneuvering was just not as good. Andre got 158,000, Panic only got 90,000, so there you go. Nashington got about 100,000, and Death Sentence got 114,000, so about 200,000. So, I mean, yeah, Team 1, Andre and Panic still got 247,000 to 210, which was pretty close, but Andre was pretty much carrying, and Panic was doing the surgical strikes there. There's no doubt that his Hammerheads almost single-handedly won the game there with the strikes, and Death Sentence and Phoenix trying to recover like the whole time. But yeah, I'm not too much to say about that game. I've got time to cast one more, so I probably will do so, but stay tuned to my channel. I'm Green Zero, and I'll see you all next time.